Or send it, I mean, to the chat. Don't hurt me too bad, right? What'd you say? Hell no, bro.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium.
I can't lose 2 in a row, though.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As
I can lose another game, but I just can't lose 2 in a row.
These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. Are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20
I thought you was coming back outside.
at the 22-yard line.
Let's go with this.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease so they can run through it. Didn't happen on that play.
Flushed out right. He'll try. And right away, he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
Who at quarterback, bro?
Timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field.
Never mind.
We'll check on his status when we get back.
Am I tripping? What happened to Ryan Tannehill?
Over a minute and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. A first carry now. This is Hill. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
There we go.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee. And
I thought I was going to get a strip. Nigga ran me over a little bit.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others.
I'm just letting you know now, Earl Thomas been trucked by every running back in the league. So if he don't,
That's a bad
That's crazy.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
From the 31, Tannehill. And caught by Henry.
Oh, my God.
17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Where did that come from?
Just the first quarter, but tackling is so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent
I'm going
game.
to him.
If I had missed him, it would have been a
different
long night.
And past the 35, he dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Just know that I thought you was sending him on a fly route.
It all came together there. In breaking route.
So you win that battle right there.
Throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down carry for Henry. Oh, and now some space to operate. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20.
Hey, bro, he going crazy against me.
There, 27 yards. And we were down watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
And a nice move will yield nothing.
I'm over there with Earl Thomas tripping.
A loss of 2 there. Second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle?
And I'm right there. Just beat me to the spot. Good stuff, bro.
Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point put through by Succo, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field.
If he going right there, I was going to take that a little ways.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss.
That's a good start.
Lead to a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Jackson is going to find Hill here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Boyd. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught by Jackson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on 1st down.
I couldn't get there.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. He'll field this at the 5. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. They reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
No.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game.
Come on, man.
The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. On first down, Boyd. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Got him in. It's Brown. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Tannehill now a perfect 6 for 6 since taking over. Can't ask for better than that. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Succa. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, you needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they
Talk all my nigga.
how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught.
I don't know.
Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Oh, he's supposed to fumble that jump.
Down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, I'm going to go ahead and get him a break.
Loss of 1 on 1st down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield.
He need a break.
He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Oh, I handed that off.
The average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4.
Okay.
3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Jackson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone.
Yeah, man, let's go ahead and go for it, man.
They make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really
say 4th
nice job
inches.
there
Let's go ahead and get these inches, man.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Jackson will keep it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not.
Good stop, bro.
A wall of bodies there. Nowhere
yes, sir.
through the line on the
I thought I really only hiked the ball because I saw your dude jump off like all sides in the neutral zone, kind of. And I tried to catch it. Yeah, I tried to catch it. I couldn't catch it.
Not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
I'd be right there, but his feet weird quick. Like he be cutting back in super quick.
beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
70, Indy.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
This is insane, bro.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Off play action. Tannehill.
I know he's going to him.
It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48.
He stumbled back. That's it.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That's pass interference on me.
Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys
That's wild, though.
Football back. This home crowd, they're
Oh, that is wild.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Derrick Henry. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And it gives him a nice pickup. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville.
Yeah, I ran man on that play.
Trail to begin the 4th quarter. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Tannehill. It's caught. Smith. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They try to run for it with Henry.
There we go.
Nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Tannehill. Flush to it, and he can't.
God, you had a whole lot of niggas open.
And he goes down. Derek Wolfe able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Tannehill now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
How you know?
Again, it's Hill. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that.
Yeah, everything locked off.
When the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy.
Derrick Henry all alone. The 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry. 76 yards. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about
go to the 2-minute warning.
They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play.
That was a big play. That was huge.
In there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw. Escaping the play, and he can't get a throw.
It's crazy because I wanted to run the whole time.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tucker's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably
you got time to get downfield.
Get to overtime and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go. HP. You gonna see me in your nightmare. He tripped.
Tannehill now to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These are the spots, the stage of the game where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Oh, I thought everybody was down there.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Stay down, get down. Are you kidding me?
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate.
I just needed a few yards, bro.
History, Justin Tucker. And now we'll get a timeout here.
Hey, they should. Hey, they just wild up.
To go in this game.
Oh,
Oh my goodness, heartache. It's no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't,
I missed that jump, bro.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next
that
team
is wild, bro.
If the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball that gets picked up by the defense and they score,
I just knew I had nailed that jump too. Dang. Well, here we go. I'm gone. One person. I was out of here.
20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson. They complete it to
Oh,
Hill.
one person to beat, man.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Again, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all time.
It's just one overtime,
so
right?
Play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10, just outside the 30. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill.
Face mask, golly.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside.
Unnecessary roughness, something.
Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run it again with Hill. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. From the gun, Jackson working left side. Andrews with it complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on their pickup. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. It's picked up by the
Okay, get it out of here, bro.
Big turnover there as his guys will get the
I'm about to have a tie on my record, bro.
And my, how the tables have
Oh, you about to go
turned.
down and score right here.
The red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made.
Good stop.
The defense coming up huge.
I was expecting you to get to the 2nd level.
Keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry.
Good stuff.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout.
I'm like, we're not about to let him break one of those.
Final timeout, remember.
Not for the game, bro.
We'll be back.
Not for the game, bro.
On 3rd down,
Oh!
Henry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly doesn't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field.
Oh, they made me miss that jump.
That's difficult for a team.
That's terrible.
And now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves.
AK, that's terrible, bro.
I think they has the carry. It does not. It's no
I was spamming X low key,
drama. We saw
and it started my kick before I wanted it to start. That's ugly, bro.
Field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season,
Dang.
we don't play more bonus football. We don't go
I'm
for
kinda
another
tight.
period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime.
Well.